There are literally thousands of theories that attempt to explain why Prince Harry and Meghan Markle walked away from royal life. But the latest pins it down to just one photo. Supposedly, so insulted they were by this 2020 shot of the late Queen and her heirs, now King Charles, Prince William and Prince George, the royal rebels ran. That's good alliteration, isn't it? Far, far away, well, to Celebrity Central in California. Let's bring in news.com.au's Royal Reporter Bronte Coy. Bronte, so great to see you. 2 days after this was released, the Sussexes announced their official departure. Is all as it seems?
It's a tough one. We do know so much more about their departure from royal life now, 3 years on, because even they've spoken about it a lot, as we know. But it seems at that time they were very likely looking for reasons to be more unhappy than what they already were in the family. They themselves have talked about the fact that they took that 6 weeks off before that to Canada and were discussing the option of leaving the royal family and what that life could look like. And then just after January started in the new year, they saw this photo which sent to them apparently quite a strong message, which was the monarchy exists with or without you. And that was a feeling they'd already sort of had. They felt there were conspiracies within the institution. And so it may have just been the straw that broke the camel's back. But I think when you look back at the timeline, and again, things that they've said themselves about that era, they were already deeply unhappy within the institution. And I think that they possibly were seeing messages and feeling things a little bit more deeply than they would have at another time. So this has come from Andrew Morton, who famously wrote that Diana book that really blew the lid off her time in the royal family and was later found to have actually had her direct involvement in it. So another very interesting tidbit from Andrew Morton, I will say.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good form in this space. What about Charles and Camilla? We know they've been in France. In fact, he speaks French very well the past couple of days. But earlier this week, I love this story. The group of cyclists in Scotland were left quite stunned. It sounds very British, doesn't it? After bumping ever so casually, God, the whole sentence is British, into King Charles hiking alone. Have a look.
Andrew's a minor celebrity in the mountain bike world.
Really?
Yeah.
Not compared to you, sir.
So you're being left to walk and everyone else is...
Oh yeah, but I like my walking.
Where is his security detail?
Oh, I just absolutely love this. In Australia, we just cannot fathom this happening. You might run into your local MP at Bunnings, but outside of that, it's the king wandering around on his own. Yeah, look, these cyclists, even better with this story, is that they're professional cyclists. So they were documenting the whole thing. So as we just saw, we've got all the footage, and they actually saw a bunch of Land Rovers go by. And they joked in the video, oh, we might see a minor royal. And then, you see Charles, and he really doesn't look like himself there. He's got the flat cap on, he's got a hiking stick, he's committed to his activity, and he just seems quite relaxed, just having a chat. It's really an amazing one. And afterwards as well, one of the cyclists joked, he's not really a royal fan, but he said, Charlie seemed pretty good.
I tell you, the equivalent here in Australia would be Tony Abbott down at the surf at Manly in his budgie smugglers whilst he was Prime Minister. It's kind of the same thing. Bronte Coy, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you.